So I was gonna do a blog post about pollution in Beijing, and the New York Times had something on their blog about it, and the World Health Organization had a there was a statement by an expert with the World Health Organization about how bad the pollution is, and how it's going to harm people who go to Beijing, who go as even as spectators, who might have any kind of health problems. Um, but then I realized that actually what I really wanted to talk about and just be really open about was this experience we had today at the office with a Chinese spy or a government agent of the Chinese government coming by the office. This has happened before. We're not crazy. We're not paranoid. It's well known, especially amongst communities like ours, that the Chinese government is wants to collect information on various groups. And in all the years that SFT's been around, we've had a couple of visits, and definitely have met people at protests and stuff who were taking photos, were asking lots of questions, and normally I engage. It might be a little bit annoying or irritating, but I usually try and sort of think, well, it's important to express our views and just have them understand who we are, and dialogue's important, and that's kind of, I think, the prevailing attitude amongst people from our side, anyways, Tibetan side. Just, let them hear what we think, and Tendor and I once had a really long talk with a woman where we really just told her everything we thought. We were very polite and very direct. The guy today came to the office and didn't come in. Heather kind of blocked him at the door, and he looked through at me, and I was on a Skype call actually with India, and I heard him saying that he wanted to talk to the director, and he sort of said my name as if he wasn't quite sure how to say it, and he looked at me and he said, and I looked up, he said, "It's you." He said, "Oh," and as I got up to walk over, he said, "Yes, I've seen you online." And I said, "I'm sure you have." As I started to talk to him, I went over just to, basically see the deal, figure out whether to let him in or not. And I just suddenly, I did not want to engage with him. I did not want him in the office. I took his card. He was, saying, "Can we meet? Can we talk?" And I just didn't want to give him any information. I took the card and I said, "I'll contact you." And that was it. And I watched him out the door. I watched him down the stairs. Basically walked out the door. I just totally I had such a visceral reaction. I was shaking by the time that he left. And I think it's probably because of my experience in Beijing and just not wanting to in any way engage with someone who I just know, is taking all the information and just collecting as much as they can on us just to go pass on to the authorities, this very same government and people who are responsible for so much suffering in Tibet. And, these are the same people who are persecuting our people. And why should we give them information? Why should we make it easier for them? I mean, go online, do your research, Why should we let them in the office? I don't know. I feel differently than I ever felt about how to engage with them, just because we're a nonviolent movement, just because, we believe in dialogue and not harming the enemy in all these other ways. It's like, why do we have to make their jobs easier? I mean, we don't really have much to hide at all, but I don't know. I don't feel like helping them out, and I don't feel that didn't feel very friendly towards him today. And I don't know. Maybe he's watching this, and if you are, we know why you want to meet us, and it's not to understand us so that you or your government can work towards a resolution. It's so that you can, I don't know, squash us, or so that you can understand us better to defeat us. And yeah, well, you're gonna have to do that on your own. I don't want to help you. And yeah, I feel like at least for now, I'm not that interested in that kind of dialogue. But I'm interested to see, what the Chinese government wants to do with us, because, if you're interested in us, then I guess maybe we're being effective and we've got your attention. And I don't know, can't stop us. So anyway, those are my thoughts for the evening.